Hi, welcome to a second video to do with this collaboration within Bandlabs. There's a lot of great things that I really love about it, but there's a few things that I thought I'd just point out, mostly for teachers. So if you're a student, go and check out the other video, the first video I did on the collaboration, and you'll know everything you need to know about being able to use the chat feature, being able to make sure you're saving work without going over and deleting your mate's work on tasks that you're doing. But for teachers, definitely stick around because there's a few things that might benefit how you might go about using this particular feature of Bandlabs within your classroom. Okay, so just moving over into the main screens. So I was talking about these two views between the student views within this program, and I guess the main feature that I definitely wanted to point out was to do with making sure students have a time to practice using this feature. Don't give them any major tasks for the first task that you do. Set them up with some tasks where they can just have a go at showing to you that they can actually use this feature without deleting other people's work when they've done something important. Give them a chance to succeed without feeling like they're going to give up because they've made a massive mistake and they've embarrassed themselves and those sorts of things. The next sort of thing would be to do with this chat feature. And I'll move over into the zoom on that one. And with this feature, you'll notice that I had to jump between the different chat sessions within this. So here the teacher can talk to this student. I can talk to another student. When I was over on the other view, you can see that student can also talk to the teacher and to the other student. What you can't see, and if I go into the teacher view, which I might do that now actually, so after a bit of editing, we'll jump back in a second. Okay, so here we are back in the teacher view, and I'm just about to head into that collaboration task. Okay, so we've got the groups. Now, if I go into that group task, so we could see that in the previous video where the two students had added those loops, had an issue deleting them, but then we had to go at creating and putting some loops in there. So here we are, I've selected on that group, and I can go into their mixer. Just waiting for it to load. Okay, so here I am looking at that. So again, I want to join the collaboration, and I can see that the session's in progress. So let's jump over to the other view where we can see that. Okay, so at the moment, session's in live progress and the student's got it. So let's join that session. Just waiting for it to load. Okay, so there I've joined it. So Angry Drummer's running the live session. As the teacher, I've joined it. Okay, so there's the editing, and then over on the other one's editing. Okay, the teacher account has got no ability to save or submit because Angry Drummer is running this particular session, and the teacher just happened to be looking and viewing it. So I can move these things around over here, and the teacher can observe what's going on, but they can't edit anything. Now I wanted to jump over to the chat session, and you can see that there's no conversation here happening between. I've got an old chat here, so I can't see my old chat from a previous assignment that I was working on. So if I was to actually go and say hello from the student to the teacher, that's come through. So Angry Grammar sent something. Hello, how's your work going? We can chat backwards and forwards. Okay, now the bit that might be a little bit alarming is that you're noticing that I'm having to jump between different chat sessions. as the teacher, I cannot see everybody's chat, so I can't see the two-way communication between the students, which you might think about how you go about using this particular program because of that. You might have students which you don't necessarily trust how they might behave using a chat feature where you can't monitor what's going on. So pick and choose how you might create your groups, pick and choose who might be able to use this particular collaboration feature within your classes. It's a feature that I've made a suggestion to support about this, where I'd like to be, as the teacher, to be able to monitor all chat that goes on within this program when I'm having to be the responsible adult doing all these tasks. So feel free to voice your opinion back to support whether we should have control of seeing all of the chat that goes on within our classroom. Through a computer program. So it's probably one of the features that I'm a little bit wary, and I pick and choose as to what students do get to collaborate on certain tasks. But I thought it's definitely something as teachers we need to know about this particular feature and not go in blind using the collaboration feature without knowing the full picture of what is possible with this. Okay, so definitely pass on your thoughts to the feedback to Bandlab support about this. I'd love to be able to see, like Messenger or any of the other chats on Facebook, where you see everybody's comments within the mixer on a certain group project. Okay, then as a teacher, I could go into another group and see the conversations that happen within that group as well. Okay, that's mostly it. All the other things I generally like, just make sure students are saving, not necessarily submitting before they've finished something. And again, from your perspective as the teacher, don't grade it before you've before the students have finished it, basically. Okay, because once you grade something in Bandlabs, as you may know, everybody gets locked out in being able to edit and things. So do grading as a last point. You might want to close something down and not have kids submitting things again or resubmitting things, and you put a grade in it, and that will stop it. So it might be appropriate under some situations to be able to do that. Okay, so that pretty much brings it to a conclusion on this. Definitely hit the subscribe for any other videos that you want to know about. And definitely comment below about any other things that you find useful or that you have or need some help with your teaching with this, using this bit of program. So yeah, thanks again for listening, and I look forward to hearing from you.